format of this video is different to our usual explores, as we were part of a larger group for an overnight paranormal investigation of the Niddry Street vaults in Edinburgh. This was with a company called Haunted Rooms, although the site itself is operated by Aldreaky Tours during the day. This tour was gifted to us by our spooky friend and queen of gift picking, Michelle, who has accompanied us on some of our previous Urbex and Explores with the Dread Dollz. The tour ran from 12 PM until 5 AM, though the first hour of that was set up and introductions. 1 AM until 4 AM was designated for group sessions, and the last hour was for solo explores. We did separate from the group much earlier in the evening, however, as you will see from the video. The group was 40 strong with 5 tour guides in addition to that, so 45 strong. We should clarify that there are actually 3 spaces in Edinburgh which you will hear called the vaults. The one you see in this video is the Niddry Street vaults, accessed through 45 Niddry Street, and to our surprise located up a flight of spiral stairs and not underground as we had assumed it might be. The other vaults are the infamous Mary King's Close and the South Bridge vaults, which we hope to get into for a future episode. This vault is comprised of 10 rooms, which you will see in our footage. These vaults were previously places of business, mainly shops, until the vaults became too damp. Most of the history thereafter for these vaults is, regrettably, found on the tour operator websites or often lumped in with the history of the other vaults we've mentioned above. It's said that the vaults were used by infamous serial killers Burke and Hare to transport their murder victims for sale to a medical school. It's also said that the poorest people lived in the vaults once the businesses left, and that brothels were run out of it. We apologise in advance that some of the group investigation footage is dark and often not the best quality. This was to respect the rest of the group members and avoid catching faces.
Like guys, anyone want to do a bit of call out or shout out or ask? Is anyone here? Maybe do a couple in the middle way. Obviously we don't have to split the equipment between 2 teams, and there's one outside there. I've got pillows, you have got borders, I've got pennies on board, I've got a spirit box there we'll use too, and we've got K2+. We do tend to use necrophonic as well, which isn't act, but a lot of paranormal investigators use it. We've had a lot of good results with it, so we will use that. It's quite difficult to understand sometimes, but a lot of it can be.
It's essentially like a spirit box, but it's a talk-to-speech, isn't it? So it comes up with the words, rather than trying to defer what the spirit box is saying, sort of.
With the equipment set up in the stone circle room, we embarked on our first group investigation at approximately 1 AM. Kerry used the spirit box, a rapidly scanning AM/FM radio device, and we had our own EMF meter just outside the stone circle. In this room, people have reported being scratched inside the circle by a presence known as the Watcher or Mr. Boots. The only source we can find for this is the tour operator site themselves. We have cut the footage for time.
Spirits, you've gone very quiet. Is there anybody who's still stressed? Why are you stressed?
Are there too many people in the room?
We no harm. My name's Andy. We just want to speak to you.
For the top of we just went around the circle and everyone introduced themselves.
Where are you?
Spirit, do you feel a little bit more comfortable now you've met us all? Again, we just want you to come forward and speak to us. Can you tell us, is there many spirits with you? Do you have a number? How many spirits are watching us?
Is it true that people have been scratched when they step inside this stone circle?
If it is true, can you come and scratch us?
No thanks.
Oh, that was weird. I said you can scratch us and said no thanks. Well, thanks, we appreciate it. We're really about it.
Temperature speaking. Is that? Yeah. It's a shot.
Did you make one of the cat balls go off for us?
Did you blow one of the candles out?
Some of us have heard of an entity called the Watcher, or some people like to give him the nickname Mr. Boots. Is that entity here, or who is that entity? We're curious to find out who that is.
Did.
We spent 35 minutes in the stone circle room with the group. We observed no change in any of the EMF meters or the cat balls present during that time. Kerry had no words or breakthrough phrases on her spirit box. The group leaders and an American gentleman were using necrophonic and ghost tube phone apps. They did have words coming through, but none that we would have deemed as being direct answers or relevant to the location itself. Here's a few examples of words that came through in that session. Recorder, floor, Terry, 2000s, institution, and not all of us. Whilst editing this video, we did come across an anomaly that we cannot explain. We did not expect to capture anything in the audio because it was such a large group, every person chatting, scuffling, moving, etc. There's also music from 3 clubs in the immediate vicinity, which was very loud, rhythmic and constant up until 3 AM. However, we hear 4 very loud bangs or possibly explosions within a short period of time that neither we nor the group members heard at the time. We're going to play them for you now.
Well, we said
Oh no, everybody's coming in from it.
I can't scratch it.
Please.
It was not raining that evening, so we don't believe that this is thunder, or that thunder would be heard over the group racket. And though the clubs were playing music, the music is consistent and rhythmic throughout the video. We checked no gigs were taking place in the clubs, and we basically checked this in case we were hearing some kind of very late night drum sound check. As we thought the sounds were most like bombs or explosions, we looked into news articles for any explosions in the Edinburgh or surrounding area at the time of our explore, which was the night of the 6th of January into the morning of the 7th. As far as we can see, there were none. We did find an article on a website called thredinborough.scot that gave us local history for Edinburgh and Leith. There were actually air raids during World War II in the area. There was one instance of a bombing that took place on Niddry Road on the 6th of May 1941. One large bomb was dropped during this raid with 3 smaller bombs followed by incendiaries. This could of course be coincidence, so we will leave it up to you to make up your own mind. As we were not seeing many results at the time as part of the group, we split from them, leaving them in the stone circle room whilst we did our own investigation.
The group, but it was quite, there's quite a lot going on. There's quite a lot of people obviously trying to do the equations and stuff, so I think it's too big a group, to be honest with you. I do have the meter. It's we're not getting much. What's that?
Like 4 inches. 4 knobs? Yeah, 4 knobs presumably for something that's basically back.
Okay, focus, there's speedra webs.
Speedras everywhere.
Speedras everywhere. I probably don't look up, Kevin. This is looking up caves and the heck's that up there? Oh, it's some sort of old pipe. It's quite grotty up here. So, waiting on the
what's going on in there.
What is that?
Exactly.
Corner?
I don't know. It's not developed yet. Probably not.
So I was going to say it's going to be your thumb.
Yeah, what's it looks like maybe Queen of Scots or something.
Can't see it. Oh yeah.
Was it right?
And that classic side-on
What's up?
Renaissance
Yes,
chin and rough
absolutely.
pose.
Yes.
I wonder what this
Mark
was.
Ruby, wasn't it?
Some sort of pedestal thing. It's all because it was a fireplace.
I was
'Cause
going to say maybe
I
fire
don't know, it's a bit of a strange fireplace though.
Who knows?
Is this like storage tickets?
No, it's for all shops and
Yeah,
storage.
barrels and stuff.
Okay. Maybe because there's so many people, but I don't really think it's that spooky.
I'm not getting a vibe yet. You're getting a vibe everywhere.
Yeah. You've got a vibe every single place.
We spent around 15 minutes in what we dubbed the altar room, from about 1:30 until about 10 to 2. We were using our EMF meter, doing call-outs and taking Instax photos, which are essentially small Polaroids, all of which turned out too black to pick anything out, despite our best attempts to light the room. We did not use our spirit box as we were getting no words breaking through. We did not know any paranormal activity in the room at the time, so we moved our explore to the barrel and desk room.
Yeah. So we'll just set this over here and probably try and ask questions separate to the group. Man, that's really quite girly.
If you stand there,
You want me to pose for it or not?
no, just
So, I don't know if there's any serious ones.
there's always parliaments is clear right through there.
Yeah, I can hear all the noise.
When you get into rooms.
Sorry?
Get
There's
in rooms at all.
nothing, it's just nothing. You can very much hear Barrowman's next door.
So you want to be
Stick. I thought that was graffiti, but I don't think it is.
it's like a original shop.
What does it say? T-I.
S first. There's an S or something
Is
first.
that S-T-A-I?
T something.
It's in there. Put the meter down, because I was going to try and ask some questions with it.
Yeah, yes, sure.
So obviously, you see we're getting green, like there's nothing. If there's any spirits with us in this particular room, and there's a big crowd next door, and some of you were saying there's too many people. So we came away from the group, and we'd like to talk to you. We've put a meter, it's a device that allows us to hopefully talk to you. We've sat it on the table there, it's got one green light. If you go and put your hand in front of it, it should bring the lights up. And we'd like you to use that to answer our questions. So we'd like you to, if we ask you a question and the answer is yes, put your hand in front of it to drive it all the way up to red. So if you put your hand up to on it, it'll turn the lights to red. If the answer is no, then don't do anything. So, first and most important question, is there anybody here with us?
Once again, we observed nothing that could be deemed spooky or paranormal in the barrel and desk room, or when we reviewed the footage of this room. What we have shown here is cut for time. I think we spent around 15 minutes in this room asking questions to no avail. We moved on to the fourth room of our investigation at around 2 AM and we dubbed it the dark, smoky room. I can take a shot of it if you want.
There's too many dicks on the dance floor,
Yeah,
and
there
there's
is.
too many explorers, to be honest. Because you're all trying to get what you can get. Oh, just got there sneaking. Let's see how oh, you're right, the lights actually struggling to touch it. The light's struggling to touch it. Like, actually, I'm going to have to... a minute, let me just put this on. That's both lights on. It's both lights. Mm-hmm. Yep. Awesome. I might have been, I don't know. I don't know. What's that?
I'm sure it's just a black hole.
Have we?
I'm not sure the flash went off on that. Maintenance.
It's another tunnel, okay? It's another tunnel you can kind of cameras. Huh?
Oh no, you're talking
No, it's like...
It is, it's going to say it's a fire police station.
It's definitely a tunnel because you can see if you stand back here and hold up your line, you can see it.
I can't be lying, it's just blinding. It's crazy smoky in here.
I can't even see it.
Because it's so bright.
No, because it's so dark and then you're...
Alright. It's dangerous as fuck. It's completely collapsed. It's rotten, it's collapsed as fuck. I know it is. It's on a different level.
Aye, so that's a tunnel, that's a
And
tunnel.
also it's perfectly clear with no smoke in there, by the way.
What's that?
I suspect maybe smoke's getting blown in there. Yeah. We believe that the smoke that we observed was either being pumped in for effect by the owners of the vault, given that this is a spooky tourist attraction, or that it was leaking in from one of the clubs downstairs. We know for sure that the Banshees Labyrinth has a smoke machine, so we do not believe that this was in any way paranormal. We stopped here to review our Polaroids from earlier.
It's too dark, you would need that lit. The flash in that isn't good enough. Show us again, sorry.
Apart from that, and that's definitely not my phone, I don't know what that is. It's maybe the guy's torch.
Maybe.
It's just odd that it's got a fade on it, but yeah, nothing. That's an odd one. I'm trying to light that room and do it again.
Yeah, sure thing.
Like,
2 minutes. So I can't light it again, there's too much smoke. It's like just a mushroom. So this is it. This is where I walk in the hall. So it's probably a bit smoky, but not much.
Ladies, you do get the last hour to roam around yourselves. We do try and keep the groups together just
All right, okay.
Obviously we've got all the groups, we don't want to be in trouble.
Okay, no worries.
I'm not having a go right now.
No,
I was just trying to get Polaroids and stuff.
Cool, no bother.
Do you want to try and take the Polaroid of that again before we join?
Yeah.
We did not rejoin the group immediately, as we spotted the opportunity to be alone in the stone circle room. Want to jump in here?
She says we do try to keep everything within an hour at the end to explore. We still have a million to go.
We still
there's anybody like this, could you please touch me? How many people get scratched in this circle? Come get me. Come on. Have at it. Have at it. Not really. I don't know. I've asked them to touch me, scratch me, have at it.
Despite trying to provoke the spirit into scratching her, we did not observe any feelings of discomfort and no change was noted on our EMF meter. We rejoined the group at around 2:20 in what we dubbed the dark smoky room for a lights off session.
Should we try the essence of the bell or should we do it with the do a bit now and then do it after?
Cigar.
Is that a cigar?
So I'm thinking pesticide that in this room might what we consider it as pitch black.
Yes. Dance. Right guys, go on, jump on to your lights on. There is a couple.
We have shown only a very limited portion of this session, which went on for approximately 20 minutes as the footage is mostly black, and we did not observe anything meaningful on the equipment being used. The group did have call-outs on the Necrophonic and Ghost Tube apps, but the words spat out by each did not appear to be a direct answer to the questions asked or even relevant to the conversation. Answers heard include cigar, Highland, more and silly. At around 2:45am, we moved to a room the guides called the torture room due to the devices on display within it.
That's good. It's definitely really good. Mine's still on it.
It's an airplane mode as well.
Yeah. Well, okay, well this is already going off, so that's a good start. I think there's everyone in our group on there. I think we've got everyone on there. Do you want to do what we were doing, continue with that, or just want to change it up to a board, do a human pendulum? Do you want to do the Estes method? Do you want to change it up a little bit? I don't want you to feel bored or that we're doing the same thing continuously. You know, as I say, it's your investigation, so entirely up to yourselves. Or we just-
Demon.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice. False.
The EMF meters were going off most of the time we were in this room. The group decided the method of investigation would be a new one to us, called the human pendulum. This is where a person stands in the middle of two others and an entity pushes them forward for yes and backwards for no.
Okay, Spirit, so we have Andy. He is going to be your pendulum for the night. You're going to push him forward for yes and push him back for no. We're going to ask you some questions. You can use our energy if you haven't got enough of it to push him slightly, not too much.
Well, we're ready.
I know, I feel like you're going already.
Yeah, definitely.
Judge.
Look at the K2 as
And the
well.
K2. That's mad. That's like
So
pulsating.
are we saying forward yes, back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, could you push him forward for yes, please? Oh, okay, thank you. He's still going.
Philip.
Philip. Are you happy to communicate with us this way? It's like yes and no, isn't it? Going forward and back. Okay, can you stop pushing them, please? We just need you to push them forward for yes and backwards for no. So when we ask you these questions, then you push them. Does anyone want to ask anything?
We heard Philip. Is that your name?
Morning, straightforward. Yeah, he's still going forward. So that's a yes. And again. Are you a demon, as you've stated?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you connected to any of the objects in this room?
He's very back and forth. Can you feel that? Do you feel like you're being shoved back and forth?
It's really random. My legs are dead shaky and I can't.
Back off.
It is like a completely different feeling, isn't it? When you stand up, obviously you do move back and forth. Like I can't keep still when I stand. I have to swap legs. But when you're in the middle, it's a completely like loss of balance.
Yeah, completely.
The tour guides decided to swap out volunteer pendulum Andy as he swayed back and forth continuously. We began to get discernible yes and no answers with clear swaying backwards or forwards for each question asked, with the next volunteer, Christine.
Right, Christine's in the middle.
Keep going.
Can you push her forward for yes, please? And backwards for no.
Carol.
It's not Carol, but you're close.
Do you want us to leave?
No, she's going back. She's going back.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, see ya, going back.
No.
Say that's a no then. It was a no. Yeah. Okay.
Are you attached to anyone in this room?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you a child?
Front.
Front. Well, if it's front, then that'd be. Is it Andy? Maybe it's in front. Did it say front?
Yeah, I said in like the front.
In
Yeah.
front. So we got attachment.
So you're an adult?
I feel like I'm going forward.
Yeah. Forward. Yeah. So they're an adult. Not a child.
You had the name Philip earlier.
Is that any relevance to you?
Nope.
No.
Strong.
Do you not like Philip?
Weird. Philip's
Medicine.
Did you study medicine in Edinburgh?
A lot of the bodies were
No.
sold and bought in the vaults for medical schools and stuff. Was your body sold here? Yeah.
Were you murdered?
Carol.
Carol again.
Is your name Carol?
Play a song.
I can sing one.
Should we open up Spotify and play a song or something?
Do you like that song?
The pendulum session went on for longer than we have shown here. We also tried the Estes method spirit box session with the group. The results were mixed, and while we did get yes/no answers from volunteers, the spirit box apps seemed to confuse the line of questioning at times. We had the app ask how old we were, then, after the group shouted out their ages, the same question was asked by the app again. We had to say the word sausage. We had a break after this and got to capture some footage in the torture room.
So,
Fully shook. Here it goes. Honestly.
The steps down below, who was that? Was that the way house?
That's where we came.
Oh, well. I'll close the cable, yeah. Yeah.
Nice. My trap.
We move to what the tour guides called the Witch's Room, a room that is actively used by the source coven of the Blue Dragon in their practices.
Could you touch the bear in the middle of the pentagram for us, please? Or two of the cat balls, one on the altar and one on the floor.
Sanctuary.
And Zachary.
What is your name?
Your name? It sounds like
Red.
oh, I'll just say red. That's the colour. I don't care. Thank you. You touch the bear again for us.
It also said Neil.
We tried the apps again for a while with similar results as before. The group decided to try the Ouija board, but no one wanted to volunteer. Evelyn and I decided to give it a try and we started this at around 3:30. Unfortunately, we do not have the footage and stopped the cameras to allow us to take part.
Hey guys, so we have just did a Ouija board session in what they're calling the Witch's Room. Kerry and I didn't get anything at all, and then the tour guides joined us because it was basically some of the messages that were coming through in other people's like spirit box apps was saying there wasn't enough energy, and then the portrait started to move to yes.
Towards yes. Yeah. Quite forcefully.
Yeah.
Forcefully I couldn't keep up.
And then but like kind of
Stopped.
staggered though, and then it stopped. So we didn't quite get to yes, and that was it. But we weren't really that surprised because it's a
Active sacred space. It's cleansed. Protected.
I'm saying there was enough energy, and I don't think it was comfortable using the Ouija board kit to say that. So,
So yeah, we're going to go for a wander and see what we get.
yeah, this is a free entry.
I never noticed that
I
either.
noticed that either.
Yeah. I'll just take a wee bit of footage of the room we were just in. So yeah. Where to? So you sit up here?
Yeah. No, down here, sure.
You sure?
Yeah. That's exactly what was happening.
I'm going to try not to walk.
I didn't say mind your feet, I just thought you were doing
I'm too busy trying to film. Because that's how good I am at filming. I'm gonna
watch like Spielberg or the after you did the cameraman.
fuck off you still said yes to it.
So I thought so what's like 4 o'clock in the morning now?
Is it?
Just after 4 o'clock in the morning. So we give it a few hours for the tour, so I'm actually officially able to kind of explore this now, but I still don't really feel much. I don't know if you feel anything, Kerry.
I absolutely disappointingly feel nothing.
I know. I had a feeling that we wouldn't feel anything funnily enough. I think, see, because it was built for shops and stuff, and as I say, no pool kind of squatted in here that was used for a while, but it doesn't feel like that would make it any more haunted than anywhere else.
Nah, especially not in Edinburgh. It's all old town around
I
here.
feel as though we would have more success just going into like random alleys where probably somebody has been knifed, undoubtedly.
Okay.
Not so much in here.
There's quite a lot of that stuff down here, and I think it's probably all to do with bars and premises and or maybe the rest.
Spiderwebs, this is terrible.
Yeah,
Heart protection.
absolutely.
Telling
Always.
the guy for the group that this particular hat, that's right here, saved me from a spider attack when we were exploring one of the priory, I think, right?
Campus Nathan.
Campus Nathan Priory. And we were walking back to the car and Kerry's like, and then it was perched right atop this hat. So yeah, the hat goes on the explores now.
I feel like I've got exploring blue balls. I know that there's like 120 caverns down here, and I think we've seen 10. And I feel like
I don't think we've seen as many as that, Kerry.
Nah.
We had circle room. I think it's because as well, see if there was a ghost, like, so let's say I'm a ghost and I'm scooting about, like who do I choose to follow and who do I choose to listen to and what tool do I use to interact with, like I don't know whether big groups would really work.
it's a weird smell out here.
The smell.
Yeah, a really weird smell. It's quite a damp corner. It's probably that terrible damp corner. It's just a damp smell.
Okay. I don't know if you were going to say it was sulphur, it was going to actually be your ass.
Thanks. Right, that is getting redacted.
No, I don't think it is. Maybe I'll be
That's
doing
the
the
break
editing.
room. Maybe you will.
Watch that step.
Yeah.
And then there's another step.
Yeah, I see them.
And then one more.
Uh-huh.
And then another.
Maybe we should get you to walk way out in front, because your trip record in Edinburgh so far has been quite spectacular. This is to the toilets and stuff that way. We've not been that way.
I know, but it's the torch room we've got with the group.
Oh yeah.
See, there is
Yeah, I think it's quite busy. Is it? Is it? I know it's not. Nah. Oh, cool. I'm trying to get. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. See that?
disappointing great.
Yeah. It's just round by the toilets.
Oh, that is a different
It's just a different way, yeah. Yeah, we've been in there as well. Oh. Another gargoyle thing.
Oh, I thought that was just an electrician. It looks like a cat.
It is a cat.
Lightning mysterious. Oh, okay.
I know, that's what I mean.
Have you seen through the curtain? So I don't think the camera will pick up. What's it there?
Fuck.
Stop.
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting I'm meant to be like filming here. The camera's absolutely not picking that up at all.
I don't think it's on it, so I'm trying to describe. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's like I guess a
Storage.
table.
There's a red cardboard box. It's storage.
Yeah. Okay.
And a table that looks like it's got glass or wax on it.
Awful. going to zoom it in because, I mean, what the fuck? Jesus fuck. Ow!
You okay?
No, I fumbled.
Oh, baby, sweetheart. I'm so sorry.
And my pride is hurt, everybody.
So many in here.
So many.
See when obviously bands was on there, the tunes were thumping out of there.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. So we did try this earlier. We're trying to stay out of the way of the other ghost hunters, paranormal explorers, whatever.
Why?
Ran out of battery probably. Okay. If there's anybody in here with us, could you please go and touch this device over here that I'm pointing to? It's got the lights on it. Could you go and touch it, put your hand in front of it, like so it should. If you move it obviously doesn't do it for me, but from what we understand it should do it for you. If you could please interact with the box with the lights on it. Do you want to do a quick spirit box?
This was
So it's not obnoxious. I think it's a bit obnoxious to other people because it's quite a loud thing. I'm bleeding, look. This is drawn blood. Actually, it won't even show up.
you have space in
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the room where you get scratched.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I know it's very bright.
This is the room people originally get scratched, so apparently in the circle that's where it's most likely to happen. I stood in again and invited things to scratch me. Didn't get scratched, but I guess we'll see. Now it's a bit quieter. Everybody's kind of running about.
I'll give this to you and then get out the spirit box.
Yeah.
Are you wanting the spirit box? Would you like to give it and ask questions?
Yeah, I haven't really done it that often, so yeah, sorry. I can do it. So yeah, we're inside the circle. Just hunker down. Good old iron brew because we're Scottish.
Can't come on a Scottish ghost tour and drink anything else.
Can't do anything when you're Scottish without iron brew.
Okay, so I'm not used to being the one who's asking questions. Been quite quiet tonight, but my name's Kerry and this is Evelyn. I just want to know if there's anybody still around who maybe wants to talk to us. You want to tell us your name? Are you a male or a female? If you don't want to talk to us, that's okay, it's fine. You can tell us to leave. Tell us to stop.
It's getting static.
You're not getting any breakthrough at all?
No breaks in it at all at the moment.
I didn't get anything in this room earlier. I think it's too deep. You want to pause in this room and maybe hit another?
Probably at least introduce ourselves.
I did.
And ask it to follow us down a better room.
I did introduce us.
Have you introduced us?
Yeah, I've been sitting talking away. I've asked a good few questions.
So I guess explain that we're going to, if it could follow us, just us with you.
Yeah, we're going to move to another room. A lot of the devices that we have to use to be able to hear you or to try and talk to you relies on radio signal or electrical interference, and we aren't getting an awful lot, so we're worried that we're asking you things and we can't hear you. So we're going to try another room. You're welcome to follow us to the other room if you want to talk to us. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. What, how short?
Like about you, Sean?
Probably. I'm only going in because I've got my hat on.
That's a perfect
People in the past were 5'1".
Like, you can fit like a whole metre above it, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, people in the past could have been 5'1" and 5'4" then? Yeah. Science.
7 to 8 inches what I am.
7, 8?
7 to 8.
So you're a giant. Burlesque. Aye. Aye, the only room we're actually going to get signal for the spirit box is that front room. Stop recording. That's pause.
That's it.
Yeah, hit that one. The only other, we can't really try EVP.
No, there's too much noise for the EVP. It'll be good. How do I turn myself care?
Slide the button on the left hand bottom side.
Oh, aye. So,
Don't strip, I was going to say don't strip all that down because actually we might potentially get a little bit of luck on the way back to the hotel. If you so. After discussion with the other group members at the end of the tour, we were told that Andy, the gentleman who was our first human pendulum, had reported being scratched in the stone circle during the first group session once we had left the room. A tour guide said they felt something brush against their leg while crouched. Other members of the group also heard various taps and noises, although this could have been the multiple water drips from the ceiling above. We did not personally experience being touched during this tour, but we thought it was worth including the experience of others.